Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. I'm going to be sharing with you the August 2026 energy update. We are entering into eclipse season. There's going to be a solar eclipse on August 12th, which is going to be in the sign of Leo. And we are going to also be in Leo season. And then we also have a lunar eclipse on August 27th, which is going to be in the sign of Pisces. So I'm going to be sharing the astrological happenings as well as an oracle card reading. And I've tuned in to see what channeled messages there are for me to share with you. August is going to be a very, very transformative month. Personally, what I've observed, it is the lunar cycle after the eclipses where you really start seeing the shifts and changes. But depending on your sign, then you will see the shifts happening as well. So I personally have started to feel the internal shifts happening. I am personally a Leo Virgo cusp. August 23rd is my birthday, and I am feeling the internal shifts happening so greatly. And solar eclipses, for people who don't know, they are new moons, but very, very powerful new moons. And they are meant to be a catalyst to bring in something new, planting in new seeds for the next 6 months. And then lunar eclipses is a full moon, but a very powerful full moon, a letting go, a time of things that were hidden in the shadow being revealed to you. And that can also be the same case for a solar eclipse. August, there is always the Lionsgate Portal that starts from July 26th until August 12th. And the climax being August 8th, the 8-8 portal. This is a time of upgrades where from the planet Sirius, which is called the spiritual sun, starts streaming in high vibrational frequencies meant to upgrade our DNA. And now, is this happening for everyone? Yes and no. For mostly people who are conscious, they will feel the difference. They will start feeling the shifts happening within themselves. And when a person is really tuned into this energy, they then are able to welcome in these internal shifts even more. And so adding to that, the eclipse energy, it's going to be a really potent one. And right now, Jupiter is in the sign of Leo. Very expansive time. And this is going to be really bringing in a positive energy, big shifts. But with the big shifts, the positive shifts that might come through, that will come through, there is this highlighting of what is hidden, what's been holding you back from the expansion, from certain beliefs that are limiting you, and really witnessing those beliefs and allowing yourself to step back from the trigger, to step back from this intense emotional reaction to a certain situation or just an emotional upset that might come through during this time, to be like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to expand, and really taking that opportunity in. And adding to this, the themes of Leo season. Leo is about fun, the inner child, and it's about taking up the space, allowing your brilliance, your inner golden light, and this is one of the channeled messages, to radiate, to give yourself permission even more to radiate that. I think of the king and queen energy, having that crown on your head, remembering your queen self or your king self, and to see how you can give yourself permission to be more of that leader, to express your truth, to roar your truth out there in the world. So during this time of the Lionsgate Portal, our body receives these high vibrational frequencies that are meant to upgrade us. And with that, we might be faced with some uncomfortable truths. And that's where we just need to really create space to step out of the trigger and to really see how you can transform or transmute this energy, and to step more into a place of radiating your authentic expression. Now, for example, if a person is getting triggered around a hobby that they have, or something that they're very passionate about, and they feel like they are behind in this or they're not doing enough with this. Just see this as an opportunity of, I'm getting a chance to actually expand and actually start sharing this with the world, and that this is the right time. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, and really reframing how you see something is very important. This Lionsgate portal is special in the numerology sense, where 88 is the number of abundance, and it's infinite abundance. The number 8 on its side is the infinity symbol, and adding 8 plus 8 and with the year 2026, it equals into 8. So there is such a great opportunity for expansion that is happening at this time, and when we are more conscious and aware and creating that space of tapping into this energy, then we can really tap into the potential of it and expand in the sense of love, greater love in our life, greater abundance in our life, seeing where you're holding yourself back from really stepping into that abundance, what stories, what beliefs are holding you back. Maybe an expansion in your career, maybe an expansion in how you express yourself and put yourself out there, and doing what your heart is desiring and asking yourself those questions. So this is going to be a really special one, and creating that time for yourself, sitting with maybe drinking matcha, ceremonial grade matcha or ceremonial grade cacao, which is my favorite, which I drink in order to tap into the energy of my heart and intuition. And I will place the one that I really like in the description down below. It is not affiliate link. It's just something that I'm really passionate about sharing with other people. So the first half of the month is Leo season. Leo energy is about fun, allowing your inner child to be expressed, allowing yourself to take up space, and to really not hold back your self-expression, to really see how can I express myself more. It's a lot of the heart energy, connecting to the heart passion. What are you passionate about? And the second half of the month, we move into Virgo season from August 23rd. This is the energy of taking care of your body, nourishing your body, eating healthy foods, changing up your routine, your schedule, where it is really helping you to have a balance of work and fun, and not overwhelming yourself, not burning yourself out. This is a time of bringing the focus to your body. Also, paying attention to details. Virgo energy is around maybe perfectionism. That's one of the negative sides, the overly perfectionistic side, to the point where you don't even express yourself, or you don't put yourself out there out of fear of being criticized and judged. And there could be a lot of heady energy during that time, where it's like overthinking, overanalyzing, and it's connected to also the digestive system, and allowing yourself to create space again to digest the emotions. Because it's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is deep emotional waters. It's a creative sign. So there might be a beautiful time of creativity at this time, and not holding yourself back from really sharing that, giving yourself permission to share with the world, to really share your truth with the world, your art, your beauty, your expression in any way. So it's also around surrender, surrendering to the path of where you are being guided instead of resisting. When we resist, it's like we're going against the wind. Instead, we must flow with the water of where we are being led. And it's around also boundaries. Boundaries with other people, boundaries with saying no, and not being afraid of saying no, or feeling guilty for saying no to others. Pisces energy is also around seeing what's actually happening and not living in the illusion or the dream-like world of what is occurring right now, whether it be in your relationship, whether it be at work, whether it be just your belief systems in general, to really see the truth of something, which can be really difficult. And escapism is also part of Pisces energy. So it could be very easy to escape from the reality of certain things through substances, through smoking, through drinking alcohol, or even addiction to working out. That's also a thing that can occur. Addictions could be overthinking something, procrastinating. So addictions can come through in different ways. Also, there is this blurred line between the seen and unseen energy. So it's a very spiritual sign, and it's a time of really tapping into your intuition, tapping into your third eye chakra. I feel that very much, seeing through the illusions, seeing with clarity, and receiving that information and not being afraid of receiving that. Another message is around taking back your power. Where have you been giving your power away to a particular person, placing them on a pedestal? Maybe this being connected to your childhood and how growing up you wanted the approval of a certain parent, and really taking your power back at this time. It's a big solar plexus chakra energy retrieval, power retrieval at this time. I'm also feeling that. So here are some of the channeled messages. I've already shared some of them. They've naturally come through with the astrological happenings. And one of them is really taking up space, allowing your brilliance to be witnessed. It's the golden energy around you to be witnessed, to be felt, and to allow your king or your queen self to come through. To connect to your higher self, just placing that intention to really feel that energy above your head, your crown chakra, and to really allow this energy to come through, to be expressed through your creations, through your daily life, through your interactions with other people. And the next channeled message is seeing change as an opportunity for expansion, seeing this as an opportunity instead of something being scary or daunting, and allowing your golden energy to radiate outwardly, to allow your energy of your heart to radiate outward. And if you feel blocked in your heart, to do a practice of breathing into your heart and to breathe out of the heart and allowing yourself to feel whatever may come through. This is a very simple but very powerful but difficult for some people to feel this kind of emotion depending on what is present there. But know that when you allow yourself to feel these emotions, you will feel so much more liberated. And the third channeled message is noticing where you are taking choices from a place of fear instead of a place of love. Really stepping back when you are doing big decisions to be like, okay, am I doing this from a place of protection, control, fear, or am I coming from a place of love for myself? And sometimes those choices where you're doing things for the love for yourself can be difficult sometimes. And noticing these stories that are conducting your life, and liberating yourself from this. And the last channeled message is asking yourself, what do you desire? What is your heart desiring to create? What is your heart desiring to do? What feels alive for you in this moment? It might be grief, and when you allow yourself to feel the grief, you will then be able to tap into greater creativity, greater expression, and greater understanding of what you want to do. Because sometimes that question of being asked of what do you desire, it's very difficult to tap into that answer if you have grief and sadness, anger, or whatever heavy emotion is there. We then allow ourselves to liberate our body from this heaviness, and sometimes we don't check these emotions, suppress them, numb ourselves, then it comes up physically in our body as an illness, an ailment, and it's very important that we do acknowledge it before it gets even worse. So it's very important to acknowledge this because you will feel much, much lighter. I took out cards from 2 different oracle card decks. I'm really excited to be sharing the cards with you. So the first one is from the Inner Temple from Rebecca Campbell. I love her cards so much. The first card is so perfect for the eclipse season, and that is the end is also the beginning. Look how beautiful that is. And you could see this portal energy, this golden portal, really connecting that to the Lionsgate Portal, entering into a new era for your life, especially those who have Leo placements. They are going to be entering into a time of expansion and really giving yourself permission to let those things go that are blocking you from tapping into that. So, really powerful image here. And walking on water, I connect that to being the master of your own emotions and really welcoming in the new beginnings. Really excited for that. And the second card is the holiest temple. What is the holiest temple? It is your body. Taking care of your body like a temple, taking care of who you connect to, whether it be, speaking to someone, or even especially sexually speaking, connecting with someone and seeing your body as this very valuable, the radiance, the beauty, the sacredness of your body. And because you see your body as a temple, eating the right foods, moving your body, exercising, bringing vitality to your body, and noticing, asking yourself, where am I depleting myself? If there's a source where you're depleting yourself. And the card above it actually is life force. Where is your life force energy going? Where is your life force energy getting depleted? Because when you feel radiant, your life force energy is amplified. When you feel tired, lethargic, when you feel like you're overgiving, thinking of Pisces energy and Virgo energy, when you're overgiving, sacrificing, overly sacrificing to someone or to some situation, you are depleting your life force energy. When there's, for example, a person in your life where they're not appreciating you, appreciating how much you're giving to them, and you're giving and giving and thinking that maybe if you give more, they'll give you back. It doesn't work that way. They might actually take it more for granted, and they might not appreciate you as much if you overgive. And so this is where you need to see how valuable you are and give to yourself and shift that focus outwardly to yourself inwardly, and shifting that belief that if you do that, that means you're selfish. That's just a program to keep us away from really tapping into our sovereignty, from tapping into our true powerful nature. And when we are really lifted up in our energy and we feel this radiance, and I think of the energy of Eros as well. Our Eros is our life force energy. When it's radiating throughout us, then we can manifest and attract even more of what we are desiring. We become magnetic because we're bringing that energy to ourselves instead of outside. Because when you're giving your energy outside, it's felt. Even if people are not, they don't understand energies, that is still felt. It is something that truly is felt, whether it be from a man or a woman. It is something that people can notice you from far away when you are giving to yourself, putting yourself as the main character energy. That's what Leo energy is for me, main character energy, but also having a balance, not overly, focusing to a point where you forget about other people and not consider other people. There's a balance of that. So that is a very powerful energy around the Kundalini energy. You could see the snake, the serpent, which is connected to the Kundalini energy, the energy that is present at the tailbone. And that golden energy, again, the golden energy coming through, radiating the Lionsgate Portal. It's tapping into that happiness, that radiance, that energy of the solar plexus chakra. That image keeps on coming through for me very clearly. And the last card is the inner summer. So it came out as the inner summer instead of the inner winter, which is a time of expansion, a time of enjoyment, and giving yourself that permission to feel the enjoyment and happiness and expansion and dancing and just doing what feels good for you. And the next oracle card deck is the Beyond Lemuria oracle card deck. I think this is my first time actually sharing this deck here. And the first card perfectly comes through: transformation. Transmuting what is no longer serving you, transmuting the shadows into light, and allowing the expansion to take place. So, very beautiful image here of transformation. I think of the butterfly energy, and I think that, you know, moving from the caterpillar to the butterfly energy, allowing the chrysalis process to occur, even if it's uncomfortable. And with that, awakened awareness. When I was mentioning the third eye chakra, seeing through the illusions, seeing with greater clarity, certain beliefs, certain things that were holding you back, they're going to come up to the surface. They're going to be illuminated in order for you to let go of them and to step into this part of you that maybe you were aware of and it was hard for you to step into, but now it is the time. I think of the Eye of Horus for that one. And the third card is endless opportunities. Seeing different opportunities come through for you. Seeing that maybe you want to learn something new. You want to travel to a new place to expand your awareness around life. And what stands out to me is the butterflies and the bubbles. The different bubbles are the different opportunities, and just seeing new perspective. And she's looking up at a new way of being. And the last card is paradigm shift. So paradigm shift, new perspective, new way of being, completely new way of thinking maybe for some of you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm wishing you all the very best for the month of August and the Lionsgate Portal energy. And feel free to share your experience, what comes through for you. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Please like this video, it would mean so much to me. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Sending you so much love for the month of August.